Well, the situation in Bloemfontein remains tense this morning, and this after community members said that they were not happy that their leaders agreed to call off the two-day shutdown protest before consulting with them first. And meanwhile, 19 people are expected to appear in the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court today. This, of course, in connection with this week's violent shutdown protest. One of the suspects is a 57-year-old security guard who was charged with the murder of a teenage boy. We cross now live to Bloemfontein to find out what's happening there. Our reporter Aphumelele Mdlalane is there for us. Aphumelele, good morning. So seemingly a bit of discord there between the protest organizers and the community, and also the court cases taking place this morning. Please give us a sense of what is transpiring.
There seemed to be a confusion on the ground regarding the suspension of the shutdown. Residents are saying that it is unfair that there was an announcement by MEC for Kokta Tembeni Ngangisa after consultations with stakeholders yesterday that they have resolved to suspend the shutdown. However, now residents are saying that that was not, of course, communicated with them, and they are saying that the shutdown continues and they do not understand what really transpired in that meeting because there was never a feedback. And to where I'm standing here, I'm standing where there's a frustrated community members who were trying to come to MUCCP clinic just to care to get it's a healthcare facility. It's a 24-hour operational healthcare facility, but there seems to be strong police presence here, and it is closed. People are unable to enter this healthcare facility. But I just want to bring Laki Mungale is one of the concerned community group members. Take us through to what is actually happening now. There seems to be a confusion. You are part of those people who were at the meeting, but you are saying the shutdown is not called off.
I need to clarify one thing, that the shutdown is not called off. The shutdown continues. There was a confusion that happened yesterday. We even tried to clear the confusion to tell the representatives that went to meet with the MEC and the Premier that whatever they have agreed upon there was not the mandate that were given by the community. The community made it very clear that the mandate that they want is that the Council of Mangaung should be disbanded, as it has failed to respond to all the demands of the community that were raised. Now, that is the reason why they met with the Premier. Now, when they met with the Premier, the committee, I suspect they were overwhelmed by the presence and also the respect they got from the Premier, and then they end up losing their guard. But
you are part of the group, so you are saying you have been failed by your leaders?
Yes, we are saying they have failed us. And one of the leaders, Comrade Tembazweni, has admitted that they made a mistake. He also apologized. So it shows that there has been an error. And that error happened because people were overwhelmed. Remember, some of them, it was for the first time negotiating at that highest level, meeting with the Premier and the MEC. And when we meet those people, make no mistake, they will treat you like a king or a queen. And for that matter, if you are a person who is not principled, you will end up forgetting what is the mandate that the people have sent you about.
But there's confusion now on the ground. What's the way forward? Because people want to go to work. Healthcare facilities remain closed. There's criminal element.
No, we are saying let the shutdown continue, but we condemn the criminal elements. And we have never endorsed any criminal element. But we are saying in any struggle, in any revolution, whether you want to do it with an intention of goodness, there will always be wrong elements that wants to hijack your genuine struggle because they want to undermine it so that it must lose its purpose. Secondly, there is a Chinese idiom that says when you open a window for fresh air, flies also comes in. And that is exactly what happened.
Like Mungale, just keeping us up to speed, but what is surprising, he is part of the group that went to meet with the government, to resolve that there should be a suspension of the shutdown. But saying that they are not calling off the shutdown because the issues has not been resolved. However, we saw also the statement from the Premier's office saying that there were resolutions that were taken regarding their demands in terms of the vacancies at the municipality and also the suspension of the the city manager. That's just among the issues that they've been fighting for. But now the situation has turned violent, as we know that 19 people have been arrested and a teenager has lost his life, and those people are supposed to be appearing at the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court today. We see a strong police presence continuing to monitor the situation, even though we see also some learners tried to go to school in their school uniform. But I wouldn't say that calm has been restored or activities are back to normal. There's still that confusion because we also saw that there's lack of public transport, and also on social media people were worrying that they couldn't make it to work, some who are going very early because there is no public transport. So the situation still remains tense here in Bloemfontein.
And that's the latest from Bloemfontein. Thank you so much, Phumelele Mdlalane, our reporter on the scene there for us. And such an interesting comment there from one of the people she spoke to. If you open the window for fresh air, the flies also come in. So you've got to take the good with the bad, I suppose. All right, so that concludes our news update.